And a pleasant good evening to you and yours, and welcome to the Brevard Sports Network. Alan Slaughterzinski with you here tonight. A soggy night here at Hawk Stadium. We are already underway, believe it or not. I know you probably do believe it. So the Viera Hawks pooched it, recovered it, and now, the Commodores recovered it. Now the Commodores are driving down the field. And tonight's broadcast is brought to you by the Viera Hawk Quarterback Club. Quarterback is number 10, Brody Grantland. Grantland in the rain, soggy ball and all. He's got number 3 next to him, Julius Gonzalez Washington throws. And just out of reach of the receiver. I apologize. Caleb has given me a broken tripod tonight. So much love to my brother Caleb. All right. He's not here, but he gave me a broken tripod. God bless him. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. The killer was I already had a fixed one in the car. 2nd and 10. Grantland on a jet sweep here. That's Jared Devine there with the carry. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and 13 for Gallie. It's the only JV game going on tonight, I believe. Everything else in the county has been postponed. So it's 3rd down. Obvious 4-down territory here for sure for Gallie. Brody Grantland, we've seen a lot of him over the years. Throws. Nice ball, but just behind his receiver there. The intended receiver was DJ Maltsby.
That's going to be 4th and long for the Commodores. They got a decision here early in the game. 8 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
So it's 4th down. What will the Commodores do here? JV football, you're always in 4-down territory once you're on this side of the 40. Grantland from the gun tries to draw Viera off to pick up an extra 4 yards. Moving up to the line of scrimmage is Gonzalez Washington. Grantland turns, fires. Caught! Touchdown! Gallie! What a beautiful strike from Brody Grantland to Jared Devine. And it's 6-0 Commodores. What a throw. What a catch. And on for, well, no, there will be no kick try. They're going to go for 2. Grantland going to try to keep it, but he's going to be swallowed up right there. And I tell you what, with 8:01 to play here in the opening quarter, Gallie strikes first on the opening drive, and they lead it 6-0. That's the first touchdown of the year Viera has given up. That's the first touchdown of the year that Gallie has scored. And, well, that's because this is their first game of the year. The Commodores are playing their first JV game, and Viera their second. They put it on satellite pretty good last week. Just an unbelievable pitch and catch there. And set to kick off is going to be number 15, Andrew Eckenrode.
Number 15, Eckenrode, back to kick again.
Picked up at the 25 or 15. Nice job there by number 2. That's Eric Nelson. And Nelson has the ball nearly out to midfield there.
10 and the 44-yard line.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the Viera Hawk Quarterback Club. As Sean Hartman, who had him quite a game last week, is the quarterback. Hartman just seemingly could not miss last week. Turns, gives. That's number 5. Ryan Boobar, one of the best names to broadcast. Boobar with a gain of 9 there. 2nd and 1. Boobar. Yep, I'll do that all night long to you. Boobar. Turns, gives to Boobar again. Another great run. Boobar breaks it out, and Boobar is across the Gallie 40 down to about the 37 there. So Boobar so far. And Boobar that time jacked up in the backfield by Julius Gonzalez, Washington. And it's 2nd and 14. So then now 2nd and 12 here for Viera. Both these quarterbacks more than capable of throwing a wet ball. Obviously, you've already seen Brody Grantland do it. That's number 2 over there, Eric Nelson again. So they pick up 6. It'll be 3rd and 6 now for Viera in the offense. Hartman gets the play from Coach Shane Staples. Back out they come quickly to the line of scrimmage. The Hawks will line up 3 wide receivers near side. They'll line up 1 far side. Hartman turns, gives to Boobar. Boobar. How about Boobar maneuvering his way for another Viera Hawk first down? And it'll be 1st and 10 Viera. Ball at the 25-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Viera. Nice pickup by Boobar there. Turns, gives to Boobar again. Boobar 6, 7, 8 more. So Boobar. Ball inside the Viera Hawk Quarterback Club red zone here. Don't forget Casino Night coming up September the 23rd. Put that up on the screen for you here. Following, that's Baker County weekend, Alumni weekend. No gain, Andrew Eckenrode, the kicker on that stop. 3rd down, obvious again, 4-down territory here for the Hawks offense. First quarter, 4:59 to play in a pouring rain here at Hawk Stadium. Hartman trying to draw them off. Did a good job of that last week against Satellite. And a big shout out to the Viera Hawk cheerleaders, the JV cheerleaders that are here tonight in the pouring. Oh, my! That ball is picked up, and this could be a touchdown. What a hit. Andrew Eckenrode picked up the ball, and he turns him over and gets it all the way down. What a great defensive play by Gallie on the blitz there. I didn't think Sean saw it coming. And hard to hang on to the ball when you don't feel that, when you don't see that kind of a hit coming. But a great play by that Gallie defense. And Andrew Eckenrode, the kicker, scooting across midfield. Tell you what we're going to do after this quarter. We're going to go to a regular Facebook Live here. In fact, we're going to do that right now. We'll be right back. All right, it's 6-0 Gallie. Welcome back here. I just could not deal with the pixelation going on with that stream. So 2nd down and 10 now following the turnover. Grantland already with 1 touchdown pass. Grantland going to keep it, cuts it back. Nice move by Brody. Look at Brody again making moves. It's not often you see a quarterback run east and west there. 6-0 Commodores on top here, thanks to a beautiful touchdown pass from Brody Grantland and an even better catch by Jared Devine. And it's 6-0 Commodores up. Their first game of the season for Viera. It's game number 2. Let me know if it sounds like you can hear me through a microphone or through the camera mic. I'd appreciate it. Grantland from the gun. Just a jet sweep. Flip. Nope. Bad flip. Viera has it. The bad flip there. Recovering it is number 53, Dawson Forsyth. What? Oh, wow. He called it incomplete. It's a good thing Roy Holbeck is in the booth. Holbeck says it's incomplete tonight. The officials are 100% correct on everything when Roy Holbeck's in the booth. 4th down here for O'Gallie. Grantland, like a little pooch kick there. And, yeah, that was interesting. So, Bobby Meyer with that return. 2:54. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Jeff? So, O'Gallie will get the ball back here. And I tell you what, how about the tough customer, Sean Hartman, back? He took a wallop on that last drive, but there he is right back out there lining up. Of course, if you're familiar with Brevard Sport, you've seen all of these young men play through youth football. A lot of the O'Gallie Commodores through the Melbourne Ducks. Brody Grantland, of course, his dad, Butch. I mean, just amazing coach. Well, what can you say about Butch? I love Coach Butch. And, of course, Viera, Suntree Viera. You saw Sean Hartman come up through there. And a lot of these young men. 6-0 Commodores on top on a soggy Thursday night here on Brevard Sports Network. I got to be honest with you here in a minute. Harton turns, fires. I don't think tomorrow night's going to be any different, to be honest with you. I think a lot of this weather is expected throughout the entire weekend. But we do have 3 games coming up for you tomorrow night on Brevard Sports Network. I'll be hitting I-95 South tomorrow with the Bracken family traveling down to St. Thomas for Cocoa and St. Thomas. Billy Palmer, Rob Query, and Caleb Brown will be on the call for O'Gallie and Bishop Moore. And Jackson Robb and Ted Kimmy will be on the call for Satellite and Melbourne. Hartman, 3rd down. And again, blind side hit again. That time it's Eric Lugo. And I tell you what, it's time to have a talk with the tackles. If you're the offensive line coach, you got to speak. You cannot let your quarterback continue to take hits like that. You just can't. $1:14 to go here in the first. 6-0 Commodores up, thanks to a Brody Grantland to Jared Devine touchdown. I'd like to welcome Kira Joyner from Special K Bartending. Not a great punt. And O'Gallie will take over with outstanding field position as they come back out for their 3rd possession here of the first quarter. Kira, I'm not running the app that allows me to do the graphics. I was having some problem with pixelation, so feel free to pop that number up there in the comments section. Tonight's game is, of course, brought to you by the Viera Hawk Quarterback Club. I want to thank Scott Woodruff and the entire Viera Hawk Quarterback Club for their support of the Brevard Sports Network. I do. Brody, Sean, and who? And Lugo. Nice. Oh, he dropped it. So Brody, Sean, and Lugo were all on the very first Melbourne Duck team. How about that? That's pretty interesting. This is their first time they've ever played? Wow, that's amazing. The same Pop Warner organization, and Brody and Sean, they've never faced off. Well, they are tonight here. Wow, nice tackle. Great stop. Good penetration there by that Viera defense. Number 17, first on the stop. Conrad Perry. Conrad Perry. So it's 3rd down and 12, and I still think this is 4-down territory given the weather. Ball on the Viera 40. In the backfield is Julius Gonzalez, Washington. Both of these teams are coached by the varsity head coaches, Chris Sands for Gallie and Shane Staples for Viera. Andrew was on the Ducks, too. Don't forget Melbourne Ducks for life. It says, all right, we're going to get a whistle, and that's going to take us to the end of quarter number 1 here at Asaugie Hawk Stadium. If you're playing a if you're at home and you're preparing tonight for the upcoming debut of the National Football League for the 2022-2023 season, and you're having a good time, and you might be having an adult cocktail or whatever, maybe, just maybe, every time I say soggy, you never know, right? I mean, you can put 2 and 2 together there. We never want to encourage that type of a thing, but it is an unusual night here, a soggy night, I might add. We could do it with Pepsi. We could do it with Coke or what I drink, Diet Coke. 3rd and 12. No, you're good, bud. You're fine. Yeah, you're good. Yep. Yeah, I won't say that. 3rd and 12. Throws. That's a nice interception there. Good job coming up with that by number 14, Tay Blackwell. And I'll tell you what, that's the 3rd interception of the season for Tay Blackwell. He had a pick 6 last week, too. Blackwell shutting it down back there, doing his best Deion Sanders impression. Didn't he have 2? And he had a punt return for a touchdown, too, last week. Young man's a great athlete. So it's 1st and 10 for Hartman and company, and let's see what adjustments Viera made on that offensive line. Throws. All right, that'll be a bubble screen loss of about 5. 6-0 Commodores up. 9:30 to play here in the first half. I tell you, if you would have said to me an hour and a half ago that I would be in this press box tonight, broadcast, I'd have told you were crazy. No way did I ever think this was happening tonight. 2nd and 15 for Viera. 2 wide receivers split equally to each side. Hartman looks, fires, and that gets overthrown there. 9:07. The incomplete pass will stop the clock on 3rd and 15. Again, 4 wide receivers split equally to each side. A Brody Grantland to Jared Devine touchdown. And a missed extra point is where we are. Hartman drops the ball, picks it up. Nice job by Sean to get something from nothing there, and he'll bring it back to the original line of scrimmage. Going to be 4th and 10, and obvious punting situation here. And I wouldn't think that they would hesitate to punt with 8:45 to go in the first half. 6-0 is the score. My man Chop Jordan just popped on the broadcast. What's up, Chop? Good to see you, buddy. No? This could be interesting here. I think maybe you just throw this up and hope it gets picked off. Or complete, right? As good as a punt. One or the other. You'll take it. Throw it. Oh, no. And O'Galley's going to take over. Inside the Viera Hawk Quarterback Club red zone here. It's going to be 1st and goal to go from about the 7-yard line. Look at those officials, the way they mark that football. I know, right? They're doing a great job out there. First and goal for Grantland and company. Viera looking to add to the, Gallie looking to add to the lead here. Grantland turns, gives that Viera defense playing tough. And that's a whole flock of Hawks there. Thank you, my man. Number 17 in there, Conrad Perry. First on the scene there. 7:53 clock running. 2nd and goal now from the 15-yard line. Next week, it'll be the JV version of the Barbecue Bowl as we bring you Cocoa and Rockledge JV, as well as wherever Viera is. We are in partnership with the Quarterback Club this year for the Hawks, but we're going to try to bring you two JV games each Thursday night. Up, slippery ball, and Brody Grantland. That's about the 4th or 5th time tonight the ball has hit the turf from each of the quarterbacks, and for obvious reasons, because it's soggy. 3rd and goal now from the 22, as the Commodores offense is just going the wrong way. But they got 4 downs here to get, or 2 more downs at least to try to get into the end zone. Grantland from the gun throws, and that's going to be a holding penalty on Viera. A cauldron of Hawks. My man, thank you, Tony. A cauldron of Hawks. We will be using that more than I think Brevard County is going to care to hear. A cauldron of Hawks. I'm in the booth with Sean Hartman tonight and Roy Holbeck and a lot of people. And so continue to educate us because cauldron of Hawks will be used a bunch. My favorite expression Sean Hartman ever used at SVYFL was, "Here come the Bobble Hawks." Yep, loved it. What a run here on the jet sweep. Nice job by Jared Devine. So now it's going to be 4th down and goal. So what do you have in your playbook on 4th and goal here from about the 9-10-yard line? There's Isaac Hungerbuehler down on the sidelines waving the towel. I want to give a big shout-out to that Viera Hawk football team. Last Friday night, played well against Satellite. Turnovers hurt them, obviously, but outgained the Scorps in that one in yards. Got in the red zone 6 times in that game. So improvement from Coach Staples and that varsity squad. 4th and goal now. Grantland will have 4 wide receivers, 1 back in the backfield. White Hat blows the whistle. Grantland turns, fires, throws. Nice throw. And I tell you what, that was a perfect throw by Grantland and should have been caught. Cole Miller. But that's tough to catch a wet ball. Tough to catch a wet ball like that. And it's 5:47 to play in the opening half. 6-0 Commodores on top. A touchdown pass from Grantland to Devine. And it was a beaut. Hartman. Ball on the ground again, and just don't have any chance, not even at this level, to really pick that ball up and do anything with it. And that ball is soaked and soggy. And so it's going to be second and about 15 now. Ball. Now you got to be careful because now he's standing in his end zone. That ball is at about the 4. He's just going to run it out to buy some space. Nice job. Still on his feet. Nice and with a good run to get him out there. So they'll have some room to work with now. That's number 7 on the carry. And that's going to take us to the water break here. Once again, we want to take this opportunity to say get your tickets now for casino night coming up for the Viera Hawk Quarterback Club. That's going to be on September the 23rd. Check on the Facebook page. There are all kinds of event information on there. That's Alumni Weekend for Viera. And, again, if your club has something coming up, feel free to post it in the comments. Put the event and the telephone number. Unless you're trying to solicit a link for a broadcast. That's not encouraged. 3rd and 1 here. Actually, that was just a timeout, wasn't it? Hartman. Nelson. Oh, yeah, Wildcat. Okay, so Nelson. So it's Nelson with a gain for a first down. So the Hawks are in a Wildcat right now. This week for our youth football game of the week, we'll be over at Satellite. We've done Rockledge, Viera. We'll be doing Satellite, hopefully Astronaut. Melbourne. Again, Nelson on his feet still. And 4:28 to go in the half. We're just playing conservatively here to just hang on to the football, get out of danger in terms of field position, and then maybe we see something open up. 2nd and 7. Nelson right now, as Shane Staples has. This could be a precursor of what you see Friday night from Viera going up against Rockledge, maybe even. 2nd and 7. Lots of great football action tomorrow night. Nelson again. He's going to get it out beyond the first down marker. And it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 31, 32. Six nothing Gallie on top here, thanks to a beautiful touchdown pass from Brody Grantland to Jared Devine. Also, since we're here at Viera, I want to say congratulations to Jason Adams, named earlier today as the new softball coach here at Viera High School. Congratulations to Jason Adams. He was the assistant down at Palm Bay. He's been involved in softball for 25 years. So congratulations to Jason. So that's Boobar there. I think Jason, as a matter of fact, Jason Adams.
3 minutes remaining in the half. Hawks are going to look to punch it in.
2nd and 7 or 8 here. Call it 7. It is definitely 4 yards in a mud puddle, Mike. Hartman will be dragged down back behind the first down marker. Mike, the Viera booth just don't feel the same without you, buddy. Checking in is number 7 here. That's Kevin Silva. Kevin Silva checks in. I had to put my glasses on. So it's 3rd and 10. Wildcat again, slips down again. Coming up tonight on Brevard Sports Network, it's going to be the Uberzati UCF Weekly Recap and Preview Show, Timeout Viera, as Trace Trilko and myself preview the night's game coming up tomorrow night against Louisville at the Bounce House. The Knights looking for revenge in that one. You'll remember last year, the Knights, Dylan Gabriel threw a touchdown pass with about $1:42 to play in the game, and then turned right back around and threw a pick six to give Louisville the victory. But I'll tell you what, that John Rice Plumlee, something special last week. Now, they were playing South Carolina State, and I don't mean to disrespect the Cougars, but this week we'll see a little bit more of what that Knights team and John Rice Plumlee are all about as they take on, who got blown out, by the way, by Syracuse last week. So they're going to be looking for a little bit of revenge. Again, it's the Uberzati UCF Knights preview recap show tonight at about 10 o'clock. 4th down and 15. And that's going to be a hold, declined, sacked, and sacked by number 20, Tamir Jace, I believe. Timir Jace. It's going to offset penalties. So it's a turnover on downs here. And with $1:53 to go, Brody Grantland and company with an opportunity here to push one more in before the half to extend that lead from 6-0. I certainly wouldn't be expecting any field goals tonight. Even if we had varsity, I don't think we'd see any. I don't know if the play clock's running or what here, but Coach Sands gets them out, and back out onto the field they come. Tomorrow night, a big test for the varsity Gallie Commodores. They're going to take on a very physical Bishop Moore team tomorrow night, but I like the speed of the Commodores in that one tomorrow. 1st and 10, ball at about the 29. Grantland, play action, keeps it, and greeted angrily there in the hole. Number 54 there. Blake Thomas gets the sack, and let's say welcome to high school or Heritage High School. Heritage on the road tomorrow night. Palm Bay with a tough one tomorrow night as well. Palm Bay's got to go to Harmony. Second and 14. Grantland turns, gives, keeps it actually. Pulled it back out of the belly there. And he'll get back to, actually, he's going to not even pick up a yard. It's going to be 3rd and 13. And there's 55 seconds to go, and they don't appear as if they want to stop the clock. 6-0 might hold up. In this weather, Grantland now with 3 wide receivers to his right, 1 split to the near side. It's DJ Maltsby. Grantland, 34 seconds to go. Little flip there. Devine with it. And he'll be knocked out of bounds. That'll stop the clock, or not. He said, the official says, wind it. So 4th down, and now we'll get a timeout here. All right, so a timeout with 14.4 seconds to go in the half, and we'll see what Coach Chris Sands dials up here. You know, I tell you, we're talking about college football a little earlier here. All four Florida teams last week with the win, and I say all four, I mean the big four. Thank you, Charles. Appreciate that. Uh, you had Florida, Florida State, UCF, and Miami all winning. And you know the interesting stat about those four teams winning, all four of those quarterbacks combined for 8 passing touchdowns, 5 rushing touchdowns, and none of them turned the football over. 4th and 15, quick kick. Nice job by Brody there. That ball's going to stop, roll into the end zone. Say hello to my buddy there, Nick Galuzzi, watching. 6 seconds to go. The Hawks are going to get one play here with 6 seconds to go from the 20-yard line. Now, you want to be careful here. Yeah, you've not really seen that Viera offensive line really stop O'Galley's front seven all that much, and you certainly don't want to scoop and score here. Ball's out. And the Wildcat will take us to the end of the half. So that'll do it with the score. The O'Galley Commodores 6. The Viera Hawks nothing. We'll be back with the second half coming up in just about 10 minutes here on Brevard Sports Network. I don't know what that was. It just flew in the booth, but thank God it flew back out. Referees Clayton Roberts out there. Mike Barella. John Holman. Kenneth Smith. Ken Lawrence. And Roy Holbeck. Did you know? Here's your stat of the night. Roy Holbeck, who is up here in the booth working the clock tonight next to me, is the commissioner for football for the Mid-Coast Officials Association. And the Viera Hawks said, you know what? We're just going to play now. Let's just play now. Let's just get out here and keep playing. Yep, I think that's a great call. Halftime adjustments made in 1 minute and 16 seconds. We're ready for kickoff here in the second half. I don't even think I've ever seen that before, but you know what? I'm going to agree with the call. Yeah, I think this was phenomenal. Unless the only time I would ever disagree is when you got marching bands. You always want to see the marching bands. They're as much a part of football as the guys out there playing the game. Oh, Roy. See, there is an advantage to having Roy in the booth. And that advantage is you can opt out of halftime when you are a delayed start. And obviously they've opted out of halftime. So for those of you that have stepped away and said, I'll be back in 20 minutes, well, guess what? There's quite a few of you as well as we get set to go here. Pulliam set to kick it off here, and we are going to go. I like it. I like it. 10 on the clock. We're ready to roll. What a kick by Pulliam. I'll tell you what. I'm still listen, let me apologize there for I became a fan on that play, right? I cannot believe the kick we just saw from Pulliam. He's got a leg, but in this weather, that was incredible. Great kick by Pulliam. He is definitely going to be one of those great kickers in this county. And that is a big advantage in a game like this because field position matters. It's just a one-score game, 6-0. And it's 1st and 10 from the 6-yard line, thanks to that kickoff. That's the best play of the night for Viera thus far. Great play by the defense. Is it a safety? No, he'll be downed at the 1. But right now, that Viera defense feeling it a little bit. Number 17 and 54 again in there. Conrad Perry, and number 54 is Blake Thomas. I'd like to welcome in Monica Searcy. Says, let's go, Gallie. Look at that rain coming down. Soggy. Not 9:15 to go. What a halftime show. 2nd and 13. And again, that Hawk defense up the middle. Tony, you're playing. I like it, buddy. So they'll give him forward progress. And Gallie is playing with fire right now and not in a good way. This could be the turning point. Oh, she's got a beautiful. You know what? I didn't even see the Gallie cheerleaders over there. Compliments to them, too, for making the trip in the rain. Nice throw. Oh, no. Incidental contact. What a great no call. No, I'm not kidding. I was looking at the side judge. They do call it. So they're going to pick it up. I think it was pass interference. I'm over here whispering. No. So it's 4th down and a long way to go here. He's gonna kick it. Brody showed that skill right before the half and did a really good job at it. Yep, nice job. Whoa, this one not so much. But you know what? You'll take that. So Viera, with their best field position and their best opportunity of the night here to try to get into the end zone. First thing they got to do is hang on to the football. That Gallie defense has been tough all night. Let's see what we start the half with. Will it be Wildcat? Will it be Hartman? What will it be? It's going to be Wildcat. As Eric Nelson is back there with Mr. Boobar, Ryan Boobar. Hawks in white, Commodores in navy. So this is Boobar. Boobar keeps it still on his feet. Boobar. I just keep feeding Boobar. That's a gain of 7. It's going to be 2nd and 2 inside the Viera Hawk Quarterback Club red zone. 7:57 to play. And obviously the advantage the Hawks hold is the foot of Pulliam if they can get the snap and the hold down. 2nd and 5. Wildcat again, 5 wide receivers, empty set. This is Boobar. And this could be, if he can get in, down to the 2-yard line, flag down. This will be a hold. And Clayton calls a hold. It's going to back it up. Cameron Johnson stops the touchdown, but it's going to be backed up 10 yards from the spot of the foul. And now it'll be 2nd and a long way to go here. So it'll be 2nd down. Let's see here. We have 14, 15 yards to go now. But if I'm Boobar, I just keep picking my spots here because it's working. Boobar again keeps it, gets outside, cuts it up, cuts it back. Great play defensively. That is a great solo tackle by Julie. It was either Maltsby or Gonzalez Washington, 2 or 3 on the stop. Sean says it was it? It's Gonzalez Washington. Nice play on that edge there because I'll tell you what, Boobar was gone if he broke that tackle. 6:54 to go, clock running. Third quarter, 6-0 Commodores up thanks to an opening drive touchdown from Brody Grantland to Jared Devine. Can the defense make it stand up? 3rd and 14. Now this is Eric Nelson back there. Nelson's going to keep it. Nelson, big hole. Speed. Cuts it back. They cut him down there. And that time it was number 2 on the stop, DJ Maltsby. Another flag and another hold. So that'll back up the Hawks again. Right now the Hawks are shooting themselves in the foot. So big chunks of yards by both Boobar and Nelson wiped off the board because of a hold. And this, as my friend Sean Hartman used to say over on Saturday mornings, will be 3rd and a trip to Jamaica. 6:26 and a timeout on the field. Once again, we want to thank the Viera Hawk Quarterback Club tonight for their sponsorship of the game. And don't forget the big casino night coming up September 23rd. It's Alumni Weekend that weekend as the Hawks host Baker County. And if you know anything about Baker County, well, old Hawks head coach Kevin Mays will be in town that weekend. Of course, Coach Mays was the head coach walking the sidelines when the Viera Hawks played for their only state championship back in 2015 against St. Thomas Aquinas. And speaking of St. Thomas Aquinas, you'll see them tomorrow night here on the Brevard Sports Network as I travel down with the Cocoa Tigers to Brian Piccolo Stadium. 3rd down and about 25. Sorry about that. That's that broken tripod I was telling you about earlier. So now it's 4th down, and I mean really forever to go. It's as long to go to get back to the 1st down marker as it is to get from here to the 7-Eleven across the street. And the Hawks are going to punt and continue to play the field position game. You got to let me know if the view is screwed up. If the view's screwed up, I'll have to log off and log back on. But again, I apologize. I'm working with a broken tripod here tonight. 4th and officially 30. Oh, the ball fumbled, still on the ground, and recovered by Gallie. And we got an injured Hawk or injured Commodore down. So we don't show injured players on the field. Stiff test coming up this week, though, for a lot of teams. I think a lot of questions that we want to know. Look, and I don't think there's any, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Gallie has faced a couple of teams, tune-up teams, if you will. Not Astron. Astron's rebuilding, but teams that they have better personnel than at the moment. And tomorrow night, get a stiff test in Bishop Moore. The Melbourne Satellite game will be a good one tomorrow night. Very excited to see how that turns out. And don't forget, tomorrow night, I could really use the support of the community tomorrow night after football. please stop by and have your post-game meal at Slow and Low Barbecue right here in Viera. Tomorrow night, it'll be Jackson Robb doing the duties on the post-game show. The super sophomore will get you up to date on all of the scores from around the county. It's 1st and 10 from the 5-yard line, maybe even a little deeper than that. And the rain, if you can imagine, is coming down even harder. This is that second pocket that was moving across. Whistles. All right, we're ready to go here. 6-0 Commodores up. Turns, gives. Ball's out. And I'm telling you, folks, it is miserable out there, and that ball is so tough to hang on to.
Saves the day, and the Commodores pick up 3. 2nd and 7.
Still managed to pick up 3 yards on that, so it'll be 2nd and 7 for the Commodores. Grantland has not turned it over yet. Look at that hole. What a hole. What a run. Nice job by Eric Lugo. So Lugo busting out there with a big run for a Commodore first down with 4:19 to play in the first half or third quarter. So the ball's out to the 20 right now. And Lugo will check out after the great run. He's like, come on, coach, leave me in. Grantland now with number 8, Colton Queen next to him. 6-0. Commodores up. Speaking of the Queen. As the Queen passed away today at the age of 96, Queen Elizabeth. I still can't believe this game is being played. $3:23 to go here in the game. 2nd and 10 for Gallie. Brody Grantland at quarterback. Grantland turns, gives. Nice job on the inside handoff. Number 59 in there on the stop. Grant Kindig. Grant Kindig with a big stop, too. Third and 9. Third and 9 now for Grantland and this Commodore offense. They lead it 6-0. Third quarter late now. 2:30 to go. Looks to throw. Does. And that was close for Jared Devine, who Grantland hooked up with earlier on a touchdown. And I mean a beautiful touchdown pass. So it's going to be 4th down and 9. We'll see if Grantland does the quick kick here. Grantland changing something to Grantland. Nice brooch kick by Brody. And that takes an O'Galley bounce beyond the 50 out to the 47-yard line. And with 2:12 to go, this is where that Viera Hawk offense will take over. Now, we've seen a variety tonight from Viera. Started off with Sean Hartman. Now we've seen Wildcat back there with both Nelson and Bubar. And it looks like we're going to stick with the Wildcat with both Nelson and Bubar back there. And again, don't be surprised if that's what you see. Oh, no. Ball gets past the quarterback, and he's just going to fall on it. And this is going to be, she says, need a good old belly option in the rain. Amen to that. Don't be surprised, though, if you see Viera try this tomorrow night to try to take possessions away from Rockledge tomorrow night, to try to run the ball, to try to establish a time of possession game against what I feel right now is the best team in Brevard County in the Rockledge Raiders. 2nd and 20. This is Bubar. So Bubar gets 6 of those yards back. So it'll be 3rd and 14 now. As Bubar will once again line up with 5 wide receivers in an empty set. Oh, no, it's by him again, and it could be trouble this time. I'd like to say hello to Lynn. Lynn, are you here in the rain? That's the thing. Are you here in the rain? She said her daughter's here cheering. So Viera will punt. Back deep for O'Gallie is DJ Maltsby. Nice punt. Fielded at the 40. Maltsby up the sidelines. And Maltsby with a good return. Gets it beyond the 50. And no flags. So it'll be 1st and 10 for O'Gallie on the Viera 45. 6-0 with 25 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Commodores up. Actually, the ball is at the 41, not the 45. So now it'll be interesting to see what Coach Chris Sands and Brody Grantland do here, because they've been playing with their backs, with the shadow of the goalpost on their backs for much of the second half, thanks to that opening kickoff by Pulliam. So now it's 1st and 10 from the 41, 42-yard line, and maybe an opportunity to open it up as tackle number 70 comes in. That's a big young man coming on the field, Pernell Mitchell. Lugo gets outside. Lugo still on his feet, down near the quarterback club red zone. That's a gain of 18, and an O'Gallie Commodore first down. And that should take us to the end of the third quarter with just 10 seconds to play in it. I don't know that O'Gallie will get another snap off here. They might. And no, they won't. So that'll take us to the end of the third quarter with the score. The O'Gallie Commodores 6, the Viera Hawks nothing. How many people think are going to watch that St. Thomas Cocoa game tomorrow night on Facebook? How many? Yeah. I can't wait to just see the numbers. So many, man. So many. It's in St. Thomas too. Can you imagine how many people don't go to the games because of the hurricane? And it's going to be like this weather-wise. So many people are going to watch it. I got, right now, there are 62 people watching just this. JV football? Right. This is great. I told you you've been doing good, man. Yeah, it's unbelievable. I love it. Appreciate everybody's support there. We're just talking about the number of people watching JV football on a Thursday night in the rain. So thank you for making Brevard Sports Network We know the NFL's coming on here. Should be on. Rams and the Bills tonight. Who you got? 1st and 10 now for Gallie. Hope your team does well, except for when they play mine. As the cheerleaders chant fourth quarter, Hawk quarter, Brody Grantland looks to change that. Turns, gives. Lugo again. Lugo gone. Touchdown, Gallie Commodores. Eric Lugo with a great run through the heart of that Viera defense, and it's 12-0 with 9:53 to play in the game. What a run. Nothing fancy, just a straight dive, if you will, not even just a little cut back there, and he was gone. My buddy Jeff Conway in, and did they get the 2? They do get the 2. So, with 9:53 to go, it is 14-0. And you know, the way this one is going, that could be insurmountable. We'll see crazy things happen in JV football. Nice run by Lugo. An original Melbourne Duck, along with Hartman and Brody. Those poor cheerleaders over there had to do 14 push-ups in the rain. And set to kick it off is number 15, Andrew Eckenrode. 2 Hawks back deep. I would imagine that's Bubar and Nelson back there. Little pooch kick up the gut and recovered nicely. Blake Thomas with the recovery. And right now, Viera, Viera is the reigning county JV champs. They beat Rockledge last year in the county. And I don't think they lost a game last year from the JV level. So they are certainly on the brink here with 9:50 to go in the contest. Sean Hartman back at quarterback. Time to throw the football, I think. And he can do it in the rain. He just needs the protection. He was tortured earlier in the game by the tackles for Gallie. Turns, gives the Bubar. Second down and call it 8 here. 8.5, 9. As the rain continues to stream down. Hartman. Little bubble screen out to Nelson, but not fooling anybody in that Commodore secondary, especially that of number 13, Henry Hoon. Hoon comes in and really makes the quick stop, and that'll back up the Hawks, the 3rd and 14. Tick-tock, tick-tock, 8:59 to go, and the Hawks now down 14-0. Hartman back in quickly with the play. I think you got to try to stretch the field a little bit here. Sean has proven he can throw the ball in this weather. Jet sweep. That's a hold. It's coming back. That's going to be a hold against Viera. Penalties declined. 4th down, I believe. So a good play, good call there by Coach Chris Sands to decline that. All right. Last, I would say with 8:37 to go, this got to be, the obvious stating it. This has got to be a big play. And they hand it off to Bubar, and it is stopped short up the middle, and O'Gallie will take over. 1st and 10 at the Viera 40-yard line. Coming up tonight on Brevard Sports Network, it'll be the UCF Uberzade recap preview show. Tonight's taking on Louisville tomorrow night. Myself and Trace Trilko will preview the night's game tomorrow at the Bounce House. 1st and 10 for Brody Grantland. That is remarkably going to be the first offsides or false start penalty of the game. Yeah. And that's going to be against the Hawks. First and 5 now for O'Gallie, helping them out. Can't help them out here if you're a Viera fan. Grantland, and they're in no rush to get this ball off, or with 8:17 to go. I mean, obviously they'd like another score if they can get one, but I think right now Chris Sands and that O'Gallie Commodore football team is extremely comfortable with where they are. Viera needs a turnover, maybe something, try to make something happen. That man would be Tay Blackwell. You hear a pin drop right now. 7:38, 2nd and 4 or 5, we'll call it. Grantland wants it. He'll get it. He turns. He gives to Lugo. He bounces outside. Lugo with a first down and more. And it'll be 1st and 10 for O'Gallie at about the 26-yard line. And the Commodores right now, if you're Viera, it feels like death by 1,000 paper cuts here as we get through this 4th quarter. 1st and 10. The varsity team for O'Gallie defeated the Commodores varsity team defeated Viera in the Kickoff Classic 32-0. Little quick pop pass to number 13 there. That's a nice play by Henry Hoon, and that is, was that 31? Let's actually check that. That is, I don't even have, how do you have a 31 and I don't? Oh, on the tackle. Okay. I'm like, wait a minute. I gave you the O'Gallie roster. Mine don't have a 31. 6:37 to go. Timeout on the field here. Once again, coming up on the 23rd, it is the Viera Quarterback Club's casino night. Yeah, that's what I thought. It was Henry Hoon on that catch. 2nd and short for O'Gallie. Another first down here gives them a fresh set, and they won't get it as that Viera defense will penetrate, and that time Ashton Gall gets in there and shuts it down. That's his second straight stop. And it's going to be 3rd and 4 for Gallie. But 6:15 to go. Rain slowing some as Brody Grantland comes back out with the play. In the gun, Lugo to his right. 4 wide receivers. Split wide right is number 9, Cameron Johnson. Like to say hello to my good friend C Fat there. What's going on, buddy? Just keeps it. No problem, my man. My pleasure. 5:35. We got O'Gallie tomorrow night, too. Don't forget, we got the Commodores and the Bishop Moore Hornets tomorrow night here on Brevard Sports Network. Rockledge and Viera, I believe, is over on Space Coast Daily tomorrow night. We will also have Cocoa and St. Thomas, and we will have Satellite and Melbourne as well here. 4th and about 1.5 yards for Grantland. See if he can try to get the Hawks to jump, and if not, take it himself for handoff to Lugo. He hands off. A quick pass thrown. That's a nice defensive play. Not fooled on the play was Logan Donaldson. I like the call there. I really do. So now we've reached a water break with 4:49 to play in the game. It's 14-0. O'Gallie. O'Gallie got on the board on their first drive of the game as Brody Grantland found Jared Devine for a 24-yard touchdown pass. An absolute beautiful pass and a beautiful catch. The second touchdown was scored by number 4, Eric Lugo, who made a nice run. Nothing fancy. Followed his blocks, ran the daylight, and hit pay dirt. The 2-point conversion was good, and that's where we stand with 4:49 to go in the game. 1st and 10 for, see you, bud. Throws, nice. What a pass by Sean Hartman, and that's what Viera needs to do to get a score. Kevin Silva, that the best offensive play of the night for Viera as Hartman hits Silva, streaking beautifully across the middle and right back to the line of scrimmage. 1st and down. 1st and 10 from their own 41 is Viera. Hartman again steps up. He's going to have to keep it. He's got room to run, though. Still on his feet. He'll pick up 7. Maybe. Oh, did he fumble? No, he did not. He will pick up 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and 2. And this is the 2-minute hurry up, trailing 14-0. And right now, Hartman running it to perfection. Fakes it. Nice job not throwing that ball. Hartman keeps it. Doesn't pick up the first, but he also doesn't throw an interception there. He did not force that. He pulled that ball back down, and you rarely see JV quarterbacks make that decision. 9 times out of 10, when you're flowing like he was on the previous 2 plays, you'll cut it loose. Hartman pulled it down and elected to try to pick it up with his legs. Heady play. Misdirection. Ball's out. O'Gallie has it. And recovering that ball for O'Gallie, Caleb Clark. Is that Caleb or Caleb? Tamir Jace, I'm sorry. Tamir Jace on the recovery. Tamir Jace recovers that. And with 3:29 to go, that could be the proverbial nail in the Hawks' coffin. 1st and 10, Brody Grantland. Now, I don't think you'll see anything fancy here. I just think it's going to be a bunch of handoffs to Lugo to try to run this thing down. And why not up by 14? Got to protect the ball, though, if you're Lugo. Carrying it a little loosely there. Second down and 13-14, we'll call it. 3 minutes. 3 minutes to play in the game. Gallie up 14-0 in this one. Whistles. And we're good. Ready to go. Mr. Clayton says, let's go. What a run up the gut. And that's a big run. And it'll be third down and about 1 or 2 as Dominic Leone makes the stop. Dominic, an outstanding baseball player. And, of course, one of the best conversations you'll ever have is talking to his brother, Max Leone. 2 minutes to play and a great drive here being led by Brody Grantland. Oh, I jinxed him. Ball's out again. Viera has it. Is this a scoop and score? Down the sidelines, and the Viera Hawks are back in it. They're back in it. I think that's Leone. Dominic Leone with a scoop and score. And the Hawks, with 1:37 to go, trail 14-6. Boy, did I put the kibosh on Grantland that time. What a play by Dominic Leone to pick that up and get down the sidelines in a hurry. And that was a cauldron of Hawks in there forcing that fumble. Oh, for sure. And on for the extra point is Pulliam, and we aren't done yet. We are not done yet here. The onside kick still to come. Snap, hold, kick. It's good. Oh, that wasn't Brody. Yeah, I think it was Brody at quarterback there, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. It was Brody out there. Yeah, you got to fall on it. Just got to fall on it. That's a lesson learned. Yeah, it's coachable moments. That's what JV football is for. You only learn by doing it. That's exactly right. Fall on the ball. Now, obviously, the onside kick is coming. So the hands team for Gallie is up there, if there is such a thing at the JV level. But there is, because if you look up front, you see the likes of number 2, DJ Maltsby up there, and number 9, Cameron Johnson, number 4, Eric Lugo. So, yes, the hands team is on. And this is the deciding kick here. And I'll tell you what, great job there by number 9, Cameron Johnson, on that recovery. And that, Viera has 3 timeouts left, I believe, or 2. Roy, you know how many timeouts Viera has? I think Viera's got all 3 timeouts. It is 1st and 10 as Grantland leads them back out again. It's going to be Johnson and Hoon split near side. DJ Maltsby split wide left. And I would think this is going to be Lugo's ball here. Turns, gives. So that'll be a hard fought 2 yards, and the Hawks say we need a timeout, and they're going to take it. 1:26 to play. 14-7. Just the type of game that you would expect in weather like this for JV. But nonetheless, it has been a very entertaining game. I've enjoyed it. And I know both of these coaches are glad they played it because you don't have to worry about making it up. And that's huge too. Yeah, they had dates. Oh yeah. 2nd down and 8 for Grantland. And he's going to take a knee here. That may be it. Viera may be out of timeouts now. And they obviously are. So they only had 1 timeout left. And that's 1:19 to go. So it'll be 3rd down and 12. Yeah, I don't think they do. $53 to go here. And he's standing next to Clayton there. He wants to know what the clock says, and he's going to snap it, and it's offsides. They're not going to call that, though. And that's 38 seconds. And by the time they place the ball, that'll do it. Your final score from Viera, thanks to the winning score provided by number 4, Eric Lugo tonight. The opening score was a beautiful touchdown pass from Brody Grantland to Jared Devine. And have a good one, Mr. Holbeck. Good to see you, sir. And a great game by everybody tonight. Tough conditions, and both teams came out and played well. So, all right, we'll see you tomorrow night for a whole host of high school football. Triple header tomorrow night as we have Rockledge, yeah. Viera's at Rockledge tomorrow night. We have O'Gallie and Bishop Moore. We also have Cocoa and St. Thomas and Melbourne and Satellite. Once again, your final score, the O'Gallie Commodores 14, Viera 7. Have a great night, everybody. You know the drill. Make it a sports night.